thank you for coming. Do any of you have any questions or incidences you'd like to have? Tell. Yes.
You know, I noticed it's usually people, though, that have the landlines that get plastered the most.
Landlines, yes, they are, but I'll tell you, they're getting on cell phones now, too. I have a daily scammer, I call him my daily scammer. He calls in the morning and he calls in the afternoon. It's the same number. He's been doing it, oh my gosh, 3 or 4 months now. One day I was at the sheriff's office, because I'm not calling him back. I'm not answering it, I'm not calling him back. But I thought, I was down at the office and I called that number from the sheriff's department, because I thought, you know, he's not going to call back the sheriff's department. When I dialed that number, it went to number out of service, no longer working. These guys are so technical that unless you call from the phone they call, it will flip over to something like that. They're very, very techy. They know what they're doing.
I noticed when I moved, we kept getting the call. It was, I think it was from the real estate transaction papers, because we got it and it was like, well, we noticed that your accounts have moved and everything. We think somebody's has your credit card number. I said, well, I don't have a credit card. You just hung up.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, and I just got a call from a man the other day. He has his home listed for sale, and he got a call from a man that said, well, I'm inquiring about renting your home. And he said, what are you talking about? Well, it's on this rental site. Well, he called his realtor and said, what'd you do? Did you put my house up for rent? She said, no. But what these criminals are doing is they are going through even the Green Valley News, the listings, and they will find a house and they will put it up on their website. And I have read where people have actually, they put their money down, they bought the house, they're moving in, and it's not even for sale. So what they're doing, you've got to be very careful who you do business with. Make sure you do business with reputable people and be very, very, very careful. Like on Craigslist, if you sell anything on Craigslist, don't do it by yourself. Have a witness. Don't do it at your house unless it's absolutely, you know, meet in the parking lot of the Presbyterian Church or the library. Meet someplace else, but don't let them know where your home is. You know, so just common sense things that we shouldn't have to think about. We don't think about that, but just good knowledge of what's going on out there today. Anybody else? Well, I want to thank you all for coming, and thank you, Liz. And if you want to take extra one of these, because if you know anyone that is isolated or just lost a spouse, they are very vulnerable. And people that are ill are very vulnerable because their bodies are weak, their minds are weak, they might be on a lot of medication. This is good information for them to know, because this is how we're going to stop it in Green Valley. And I thank you again for inviting us.
Thank you so much.